He was, for me, one of the great players that I have seen.
One of the game's great entertainers has gone.
Goes to Cooper going in Philippe. Cooper's still there, wants to chip across, that must be yes! Derek Johnson. 25 minutes gone. Celtic 0, Rangers 1. The Skull Cup final. Penalty to Rangers. 2-1. Done with the greatest simplicity, but a man hoisted up by McCoy.
Robertson's taking things. That's brilliantly stopped by Davy Cooper. 21 minutes gone, Rangers have equalised. And a stunning free kick from Davy Cooper.
John McDonald with it. Derek Johnson's in, gives Cooper with a chance. And is it going in? It's a goal. Davy Cooper. 1-0. Looking for the shot. There's Jardine. Cooper. That's a shot in his
Oh, Davy Cooper, oh, Davy Cooper on the...
Another Saturday has come. There's a man out on the wing who's just begun. 50,000 people sing his name, and for every every single voice the songs are saying.
David, oh David Cooper, oh David Cooper on the wing. David, oh David Cooper, oh David Cooper on the
Time can't wash the memories away. In our thousands we will come to watch him play. A man in blue is lifted in the air. Will he ever know how much we really care?
David, oh David Cooper, oh David Cooper on the wing. David, oh David Cooper, oh David Cooper on the
Another Saturday has gone, and still the people say there's only one. If you listen, you can hear the people say, he's a winner, he's a legend, he's a king.
oh David Cooper, oh David Cooper on the wing. David, oh David Cooper, oh David Cooper on
Well, hello, good evening and welcome to Rangers Radio. Join myself, Fox Chair. On the panel on the right is my mucker, Bridgeman. And I think it's pretty obvious where the main focus of attention is going to be this evening. Evening, Bridge.
Oh, good evening to you, Oxchair. Can I just say, well done, a tremendous tribute to the one and only David Cooper. Absolutely superb. Well done, Rangers Radio. Can I just say to all the Rangers fans listening in all over the world, and particularly Rangers fans on here, on Rangers Radio, every single one is, good evening. Welcome to Rangers Radio.
David Cooper, born the 22nd of the 2nd, 1956, died 23rd of the 4th, 1995, mate. Took away for he's far too young. A one-off talent, mate.
Oh, very much so, very much so. I think, and you know, we remember, most assuredly, we remember all the great performances by him. And we know he was kind of up and down at times as well, but the truth of the matter was, when he played, my goodness, he couldn't half play. Wow. You know, when he did pass away, I said to the wife, I'm going out to Ibrox, come on. And we went over there and were there for 2 hours watching the gates and the place. It was just going bigger and bigger, the crowd. What a tremendous appearance by the Rangers fans. Superb. Well done to every one of them. Never forgotten, by the way. Never be forgotten.
It was the first time I remember that sort of happening as big as that at the stadium. I think a lot of that's to do with the fact that he was taken away from so young, Bridge.
Yeah, that's the truth, pal. That's the truth, you know.
39 years of age. A guy that was always immaculate, never really changed a lot. When you see him at 21, when he was 35, he didn't look a lot different, you know.
That's the truth. You know, I don't know what to say when these things come round. You get a wee bit tongue-tied and emotional with it all, you know. The truth is, he was an absolute star for us. Absolute star.
So let me ask you this then. He couldn't run. He couldn't tackle. He had no right fit. He couldn't head the ball. But what a player.
He was a fabulous player. Obviously, we can only say when he was on his game, it was, shall we say, unbeatable when he was on his game. And it took a wee while to get him onto his game, some games. But and Moody Blue, they called him, isn't it? Moody Blue, because he used to sulk a wee bit. But the truth of the matter, when you see him playing and he's at his best and he's hitting the ball cleanly, a fabulous shot on him, great free kicks. I remember on one you could hear it hitting the net, actually hear it hitting the net.
That was against Aberdeen in the Skull Cup final, yeah.
Unbelievable. I mean, you could hear him hitting the ball, and then the next thing you know, it would whoosh, hit the net. Clack.
1987, that was Bridge.
I remember it well. I really do. You know, I'm not going to say too much more. I'm just going to bore people, but really, truly, it was just outstanding for us. Just outstanding. And it's so, so, so sad. You know, here we are, 25 years. Unbelievable. Just unbelievable.
Took away from his 3 league championship, 4 Scottish Cup medals, 7 League Cup medals, mate. And also scored goals, vital goals that took Scotland to 2 World Cups, mate. Free kick against Australia in a qualifier, and also the winning penalty against Wales in Wrexham, I think it was, to take us to the 86 Cup final. Some marvellous memories for me, David Cooper. I was there when he scored the goal against Celtic in the Ibrox Cup final. One of my favourite bit of skills is back in 1986 when he dummied Big Aitken, made him put your back in and shoved your ant through, and we beat Celtic.
That was fabulous. That was what a bloody pass that was. Dear. What a pass.
And then you've got the goals, as you say, the free kicks that he didn't do as often, but as fine a striker of a ball you'd ever seen. And I believe that if the free kick against Aberdeen had been in a World Cup final, mate, you'd have seen it over and over again. I've never seen a ball hit so hard and include Alsbergs in that.
And you know the whole stadium was just a hush. You couldn't hear anything other than here we're going to go, bang, hits the ball and then shoo, and wow. These are the moments that people never ever forget. These are just fantastic moments. They make it's the makings of a man. And what a career he had, because he was with Clydebank and then he came to us and he left us, I dare say, for him, under a cloud. And he went to Motherwell and he gave them a real good few years, you know.
I think it was mutual, mate. I think what happened is that as soon as spoke to him and David wanted to play because he loved playing, and as soon as Cooney gave him the games that he wanted, so they shook hands and there was no cloud, mate.
No, I was meaning from his perspective, because I dare say he actually did want to play for Rangers, but unfortunately, Souness didn't see it that way, didn't he? They didn't see eye to eye for it, you know. So
he couldn't guarantee him that he would start, so he made the decision to shoot cons, and David moved on to Motherwell. But he was
apparently he was the best. Apparently, there's some Motherwell fans say he's the best player I've ever seen in a Motherwell strip. So he must have done some fantastic stuff for Motherwell as well, you know.
Mm-hmm. Wow, great, mate, great. So that's your memories, just quick memories, mate. I mean, we could go on all night, but so if people want to join us and give their thoughts on the late, great David Cooper, what's the number?
The number's 0141 356 1972. And if you go in, sorry.
Oh, carry on.
Sorry, pal. No, I was just going to say, if you dial in, if you just hang up, and Fox will ring you back, straight back, okay?
All right, I'll join us at Skype at rangersradio.online. We brought on the call with Fox and Old School Blue. We're going all right. I mean, you see me dating the big games, you know, and some great goals and great memories against Celtic, touches and runs, and also cup finals. You think back, him and DJ were left on the bench, and then they come back into the team and we won the replay 4-1. You know, so some great memories. Anyway, young Stardug's joined us. I don't think Stardug will be old enough to remember the Coop, but he might have heard some stories too.
How you doing?
Hi, Stardug.
Right out, Ox.
All right, mate.
Aye, not bad. I tell you what, you're not a Rangers fan if you don't know the ins and outs of David Cooper growing up, mate. You know, I was only 4, sadly, when he passed away, mate. But obviously, growing up through the years as a Rangers fan, you learn about who your greats were. And I mean, what more can you say about David Cooper? And he was a great. He racked up a fair amount of wee goals against Celtic, didn't he? I actually watched his documentary today, The Moody Blue. I've watched a lot of other stuff on him in the past, mate. But just to kind of catch up today, I watched that today, and some superb goals. But the Alberts goal, the kind of Alberts free kick he scored against Celtic, no the one in the cup final. You know what one I'm talking about, Oxshare. Yeah. Although he didn't have much of a right foot, he could fair use outside his left foot well, mate, couldn't he? He made up for it with that.
He sure could, mate. As I said, he couldn't run, he couldn't hit it. He'd only one foot. What a player, what a talent. Some great goals, mate. Different kind of goals. Curlers, smashing it, wee chips. Can't remember the one he scored against Ibrox. It was in the process of the Copeland Road being built. I think it might have been St Mirren. It was about 40 yards. He hit the free kick. A finer strike.
I believe you know when you're a special player, mate. When Ruud Hullit's got you as the best player he's ever come up against, Oxshare.
Aye. Fabulous talent, Stardog. Intelligent. Yeah, he could be. People could say the Moody Blue talent.
I think he was a winner, wasn't he?
Oh, aye. I think that's what done him sometimes, Bridgeman, that when he was in that Rangers team in the early 80s, the team weren't very successful, and maybe he lost his way a bit.
It happens, I mean, some of the greatest players in the world lose their way. It only happens, maybe only lasts a short space of time. But as I said, when Cooper was on song, there's very, very few people in the world could touch him. Ultimate skill. Anyone who's left-footed and wants to do that, the other need to do is look and see what David Cooper could do with his left foot. Unbelievable, a wand, But at the same time, as I say, we all know sometimes he didn't click, and that's all there was to it.
How do you get the volume up?
All right, we've been joined the caller. Evening, caller.
No, the volume's plus. There's your volume there.
Hello, caller.
You know on loudspeaker. How do you put it on loudspeaker? Since it's twice.
Talk, boys. You need to talk, boys, when you phone. Put it on loudspeaker. Right, aye, fabulous. 10 goals against Celtic, 41 games against them. Stardog.
That's fantastic. That I was watching some of the goals earlier, mate, and like I say, I know a lot of folk. I know Alan McCoist made a joke years ago. I think he bought him a right leg, didn't he, at one of the events years ago? A lot of, it was, mate. But what he could do with his left foot, as Bridgeman was saying, inside of the foot, outside of the foot, he could just manipulate and move a ball, mate, away. No very many players could, especially back in the days. Some of the parts he was playing on and the likes of that as well.
Well, the parts in the boys had got a wee bit better when Coop was playing, mate, but they're still not at the bowling greens they were now. But
no,
he seemed to have a good partnership with Wee Durant, didn't he? He seemed to click with Wee Durant for quite a wee while.
There was a time there, I think this caller might be back. Evening, caller.
It's the volume button. The plus and minus.
Right. Don't let him back in again.
The volume.
Aye. Don't let him back in. They've had their chance. Right, so aye, fabulous. I think the thing about Coop, mate, that would show you it'd be the good football players that would tie up with Cooper, who would read them, Bobby Russell, Ian Durrant, Souness himself. You get what I mean? It was the guys who had a bit of vision themselves who would be able to.
Would you say, would you say Oxford ahead of all the guys? So Cooper had a bit more ability to actually win the game. Cooper was a game winner as well. He scored a lot of really important big goals there in his career, mate, in huge matches. He was a match winner as well, wasn't he?
He had nerves of steel, mate, when push came to shove in the big games. Yep. Penalties in the last couple of minutes of cup final, as I said. Penalties to take Scotland to World Cup. Free kicks to take Scotland to World Cup finals.
That penalty for Scotland, there was about 9 people who could have took that penalty. They all walked away.
And he left with it. And he just come on as sub, mate.
Yeah. He was, a bit enigmatic, wasn't he? you could maybe say he was enigmatic when he came, but when he was on, there was a couple of seasons when he was just untouchable. Put it that way. I mean, that'd be the gift getting shown in the lobby there of him scoring against. It looks like Hearts. I think he beats about 5 or 6 players there and just plumps the ball in the
see
net.
that goal, mate? That was a week after we get beat with Berwick Rangers in the cup, mate. And David Cooper come back and he was absolutely fantastic, mate. I think we won the game 5-2, mate. And the Rangers were excellent after getting a down the week before by Hamilton. Yeah. And it drove us on to win the league, you know, that year.
He was most assuredly a great servant for Rangers, and I think we were very lucky to, as fans, to be able to see a talent like that. My God, just wonderful, just wonderful.
One of the greatest that ever braced the Ibrox. So people want to join us. The number is 0141 356 1972. Phone in. Hang up and the boys will phone you right back, or join us at Skype at rangersradio.online. And we're looking, obviously, for personal memories or your thoughts on the late, great Davy Cooper.
Or even their own personal memories of anything. Yeah, absolutely. Come in and enjoy yourself.
But I think what you're saying there, Stardog, if you look at it, it was a good football players that got on by well. Cooper, they appreciate what he done, and when they came after him, flicks and tricks, or he was playing against some decent fullbacks, and they would have a good game, and it wasn't his game. That's part of being a winger. But very, very brave. Never refused to take the ball, and always tried to beat me. You know, I think that's went for the modern game, mate. You don't see dribblers like that anymore.
I don't think you can teach what he had, Oxshare. I'll be honest with that, mate. I really don't think you could teach what he had.
David Cooper was doing the same at 10 years of age as he was doing at 30.
Right. I heard a great story about him today. Sandy Jardine done an interview years ago. And they were asking him, you know, what's your favourite ever goal for Rangers? And he was saying, you know, the Ross special, and he never really had one until a certain cup final. And he ran 40 yards with the ball and smashed the ball in the back of the net. And he goes, I could see my name in the headlines, the papers, you know. Sandy Jardine wins the cup for Rangers, until David Cooper got the ball and put it at 3 Celtic players' heads and passed it by the keeper and walked away after it as if he was playing a game at the Fives.
And he did, mate. He did. Bridgeman, a Drumchapel boys scored another goal that day, which was a great goal as well. John McDonald,
yeah. As I say, I told you before, he's my young brother's best pal. My goodness, because he could play football. Dear. But as Ranger, what they used to call him, Polaris or something like that. Something really.
I got the reputation.
He got a lot of penalties. Got a lot of penalties and free kicks. Yeah, but,
good finisher, mate. Great finisher.
He was indeed. Well deserved. I don't know whatever happened to him after they left the Rangers. But he was very. Is that right?
I think from memory. I mean, he just never quite made it. I mean, he still had longevity in his career at Rangers. He came into that team in that 79 season. He was only a teenager.
Yeah.
You know?
I think he made a good living out of the game, you know. I think he'd done quite well for himself out of that. Providing he looked after himself down in England. Very easy to get led astray down there.
I thought that was brilliant for Sandy Jardine, though, Ox. The way he took that, the best goal you ever scored in your life, and he just does that. Takes the limelight straight off him and made it as if it was nothing. No big deal. No big deal for David Cooper.
It was walking juicy.
You've seen that goal, Stardog, when he flicks the ball, and we were lucky because that footage had disappeared. That game was not on the telly. It was just somebody there taking some pictures of it, you know. It happened to catch it, and what a goal it was.
Absolutely brilliant goal, mate. I've seen it. That's one of the goals you grew up with as a Rangers fan, as I say, Oxford. You grew up with those kind of goals as a Wayne, mate. It doesn't matter what area you were born in. You know these famous goals. Same with the free kick against Aberdeen. You know, I've seen Alec McLeish talking about that and how he's never seen a free kick cut with such force and ferocity and precision, and all his fit by days, and you can still hear it hitting the back of the net. As many are Rangers fans to this day, probably still will, mate. You know, brilliant.
No, I would agree with that. That ball, I've never seen a free kick hit a dead ball hit as hard as that, mate. Never.
The one against St Mirren, that was a bit more distant, was it? Was that about 35 yards or something like that?
I think it might have been further than that, mate. But that one that one flying into net, but that one rippled into the net. I've never seen a ball, honestly, Bridge, in my opinion.
I've never seen a ball hit as hard as that, unless it's like even the big German we had,
Albers.
George Albers. I don't even think any of his could be hit any harder than Cooper did. Everything was just right. It was just absolutely perfect. The run up, the strike of the ball, and whoosh away it went. Absolutely fantastic. Well, I can still hear it yet. No.
I think he's put that in the lobby. Terry's just put that in the lobby.
St Mirren one, aye. I mean, it's just unbelievable. Easily 30 yards, maybe 35 yards. Wow. Just incredible. Top right-hand corner, bang, postage stamp. Thank you very much.
I think the circumstances of the Aberdeen goal, but Ken, it being a final in such a huge game, just to go up there and put your foot. What's that, Ox?
We were one doing it at the time.
Aye, that's what I'm saying, Ken. Just the circumstances of the goal, to walk up with that amount of confidence, and like I say, I mean, these are McLeish's words. They said that the amount of the fierceness and ferocity on that ball, it didn't go through the wall. It was just a perfect aim on it, just to go out of the wall and under the bar, and just in perfect time, mate. And you'll never see a better struck free kick in a final. No way.
I agree. So people want to give their thoughts on Davy Cooper. What's the number, Stardog?
The number is 0141 356 1972.
Where else can you join us, Bridge?
You can join us on Skype at rangersradio.online, and Old School Blue will bring you in, look after you, enjoy yourself.
I don't expect you to know where you were when it happened there, but it was one of the moments for us Rangers fans, wasn't it, Bridge? Stardog, I don't expect you were at nursery.
Yeah, I mean, I was actually watching on the telly, and
wasn't it bald?
It was just, just amazing, just amazing. It was just an outstanding snap of how good Rangers were, because you said we're 1-0 down. He comes out and he smashes that ball in there, and I can't even remember how the whole game turned out. How we beat them, but I can't remember.
We won in penalties, mate.
We won in penalties. You just, because all I can really think about when I think of that is that game, that goal, just quite amazing, quite amazing.
All right, we've been joined by Andy for Leeds. Evening, Andy.
How you doing, boys? Everybody keeping well?
So far, so good, mate. Yourself?
Not too bad. Talking about David Cooper, I think, did he not get his move to Rangers on the back of the 3 games with Clydebank when we took his 3 games to knock him out? I think he roasted John Greig and a couple of them that night.
And I went to a third replay. I was at all 8 games. I mean, he was stick out. I think Rangers the approach had been made before that, mate.
But did he not? Something in my mind tells me to get John Greig, right? Roasting in one of them.
The one at Firhill. The last one, the one at Firhill.
There's just something in the back of my mind there, right enough that tells me that. I don't know if I'm right, but
the third game was played at Firhill in neutral territory. Right?
That's right.
Home and away ties.
One of them was 3 each, wasn't it? If I remember rightly.
That's right.
I can't mind what score it was when we knocked him out. I'll be honest with you. Was it 2-1 or something? 2-0?
I wasn't much in it, mate, and that was 77. So we get beat in the final that year, didn't we?
That's right, aye. But talking about goals, I mean, if you mind, he got a cracker against the Minifilth. We get knocked out in that one over 2 legs. We lost at Easter Road 2-0. And I think he scored early doors with a cracker of a free kick against them to get 1-0. We couldn't break them down after it, could we?
That's right, aye. I remember that time. I would say that was about 85, was it? League Cup?
Something like that, aye. Mm-hmm. And he got the winning penalty, didn't he, on the 2-1 when you remember when Maurice Johnson crossed himself when he gets sent off. He got the winner in that one, didn't he?
I don't remember that, but I remember Gerrard and Cooper scoring.
Aye. I remember it, because I was definitely upstairs. I could say that there was a few words coming out of my mouth that day.
I'm sure I
when he did
remember
that,
Geraint
enough.
Cooper scoring. I don't watch that other
Aye.
team.
Oh, tell you, yeah. But I mean, no, he was a cracking player, wasn't he? I mean, absolutely. I thought he was brilliant. But like all wingers, they're moody, aren't they? They'll give you it on the day, and then other days they look like they can kick a ball, don't they? Some of them, sometimes, you know. But
Correct.
nah,
Correct.
sadly lost. I remember getting the news. I was up doing some windows in the school, like, and somebody come in and told me, and nearly fell off the electrical ladder. Like, you know, when he did, eh? That, you know, that guy's filled up with water, and geez, still breaks your heart. I know, doesn't it, when you think about it?
Quarter a century
You know.
ago, it says a lot about the guy. A quarter a century later, we're still on here waxing lyricals about his skill and also talking about the man himself.
Aye, well, I'll be saying till the day about him. I mean, I loved him to bits as well. He was a cracker. You know what the best thing about him? I mean, what was it says? What's your favourite second team? Anybody that beats the filth, that'll do, mate. That'll do, mate.
Anyway, we've been joined by Fox. Fox has joined us. Evening, Fox.
Evening, lads.
Hi, Foxy.
Right.
You're right, Fox.
I'm quite enjoying what the boys are saying about Davy Cooper, so there's no use in me repeating what most of you have said. I would say he was the last of the great Rangers wingers, and we've never produced anything like it since he passed away, or left the club, as I should say.
Would you class Laudrup as a winger, Fox?
I thought he was more an inside man. He didn't play the same role as your Davy Cooper.
No, I'm not saying he didn't.
Aye. But I mean, we had great wingers, Alan Morton, Willie Waddle, Davy Wilson, Wee Henderson, Willie Johnson.
Alex
guys that were great at taking a man on and getting by them. I'm not saying Laudrup couldn't do that, because he sure could. But he's the last, if you want, Scottish Rangers wingers.
Dana Ball players.
And I also think the nickname, the Moody Blue, is a disservice to the man. That was the Scottish press once again. He liked to keep his life to himself and wouldn't give the press stories. And that's why they labelled him the Moody Blue. I think he was far from that. I think he was a very nice person. I've heard great stories that when he spoke about other players and other players speaking about him. Unfortunately, the game changed when Davy was in his final years at Rangers for me, where tactics under Souness started to come seriously into the game, and individualists like Davy Cooper seemed to be a forgotten thing in Scottish football. The man had everything: poise, balance, tremendous ability to go by players, tremendous shot, great vision. And people say he couldn't hit the ball. I'm sure I can remember him scoring a couple we seed.
He did, mate. He did that.
Aye.
He won at the Pedo Dome, didn't he?
Aye.
And I just think that even now in the modern game, too much is made of tactics and where people should be. The individuality of true soccer players and people that can play football is lost to the game now. You get the unique ones like Messi and Ronaldo, but for most other teams, they're a thing of the past. God bless Davy Cooper.
Here. Yeah. Well said, Foxy.
Star Douglas was saying here, mate, 25 years after his passing, mate, and we're still waxing lyrical about him. That speaks volumes for a man, doesn't it?
Of course it does, mate. I mean, I think the fact that I'm only 28, you know, and I know enough of my history about him as well. You know, I was brought up with this guy's name, mate. Brought up watching his videos and brought up getting told how great he was for our club and things like that, you know. And it's not until maybe the club goes through dark times or you're going through wee half spells and that, you start looking back. Some of these fantastic players, mate. And I would say in terms of winger, I mean, he's got to be the most technically gifted one I've seen. You know, going back in years, I know I wasn't a book, but I've seen enough of this guy, mate, to know. You know what I've seen is he's an absolute great player, fantastic talent, and like I says earlier on in the show, Ox, some of the goals he scored, they weren't against wee teams. You know, they were big goals, big moments to get your nation into a World Cup alone, mate. You know what I mean? That's an achievement in itself. Never mind the goals in the cup finals, and then some of the skill he showed in a European level under the early days of Souness as well. You know, it was fantastic, mate. It really was.
Well, you know what his other passion was, don't you? He used to love the Wimbledon. He used to love the tennis, didn't he?
Tennis and the horse racing, mate.
That's it. He used to like the horse racing. They used to rib him about the tennis, didn't they? Because the old man, he hated it like that. Like, you know, it wasn't football. Any other sport was, you know. And he used to say, "What's he going doing? Watching that for?" You know what I mean? And he used to run up and down the beach and all that, didn't he? In them black bin liners to keep himself fit. He's a hell of a character he was. He was. It makes him. Well, my eyes are filling up now just talking about him. You know,
you behave yourself.
That's what I feel about him. Aye, that's way out of drink there. You know.
I understand. I mean, I think it's one of the ones when you said when you were when it happened. I mean, I remember exactly where I was. I just got to the old Woolworths in Partick, and the guy sold the papers there, and there it was. Davy Cooper did on the. I don't know, the billboards when they sold the papers for Bridgeman, and just in shock. And
yeah,
I went to a hostelry that I drank in at the time, and everybody was just stunned.
Close by.
Aye, very close by.
Close by. Yeah. It was. I think it was a shock to the football world, particularly the Glasgow football world. You know, he was well respected. Certainly, from a Rangers perspective, well respected, well loved character, without a doubt.
Oh, he wouldn't have expected it. I don't think he drank either. He didn't. Did they not say he didn't drink? Did he?
Was he a drinker as such? No.
No.
And what one of the strange things about Davy is the way the media portrayed him, and then his career developed. He was a tremendous talker. You know, and he started doing commentaries right at the end of his career when we hadn't heard from him for about 10 years, you know.
Well, do you remember when he did one on Sky? Was it Sky or B-Sky B at the time? And Motherwell knocked the filth out and the beamer on his face all night was absolutely cracking, you know. Motherwell knocked them out. And he couldn't take the smile off his face, man. Absolutely brilliant. It's just, he's, like I said, it makes me feel, I'm quite emotional about him, just talking about him, to be honest with you know.
I know how you feel.
Brilliant player.
You know. How you feel.
I don't know if any of you watched the Maradona film the other night. I managed to catch up on Channel 4+1 after the show, but watching Maradona glide past people was similar. Davy Cooper had that same trait. And there was an article around about 2009, 2010 by The Guardian down in England, and they rated the 6 best solo goals. And first was Maradona's against England, which I think everybody would agree when he took the ball for the halfway line was a tremendous goal. Number 2, out of all the world stars, mate, was Davy Cooper's Drybrough Cup goal. Although that's the most famous, he did many a run like that and stick the ball in the back of the poke, mate. So he wasn't just known for one goal, although it's the most famous. He was known to beat people, create chances and score goals himself.
It's a part of the game you don't see now, Bridge. It's disappeared, that people used to take the ball in and keep it up so defenders couldn't get it, innit?
Absolutely,
yeah. You don't see it.
Yeah. Well, when players have got these skills, the corresponding players don't have any skills to compare to these great players, and they make them look daft, you know. So a lot of these players will walk away from a tackle rather than try to take it off them, because if they end up falling. Now, I'm not being funny. Anybody who plays football, you know that yourself. When you try to go in there and take the ball off of someone like Davy Cooper, you'll maybe try it once and then twice, and then you'll fall on your arse or your face. It just happens. These guys are so good. So good. They just draw you in, knock you off balance, and away you go, and down you go. But what a player. What a player. And you watch some of...
Can I say that all? I think players nowadays, mate, I think they've got this sense of entitlement about them, you know. They feel as if they're entitled to have the ball, and any kind of sign or form of contact, you know, and the referee's blowing the whistle and pouring fouls up left, right and centre. I mean, Davy Cooper had to fight for absolutely everything he had in a football part. You know, this is back in the day where the contact was a little bit more, and, you know, he was really made to fight. It was a real physical battle for Davy Cooper, and see, just for that alone, and the amount of the challenges he had to overcome, and just some of the matches, you know, you've got to credit that, mate, because football is totally different these days. You know, it was a lot rougher back then. And I think nowadays players have got this sense of entitlement about them. If they've got the ball, any kind of touch off the ball or any kind of contact for a player they're away doing. And you look at David Cooper, he must have getting lumps kicked out of him every week, Oxchair. He must have.
I never get near him half the time.
He never had, mate. That's the kind of player he would take it. It might not come off for him, as we remember a lot, Andy, but he never had.
If you look back on some of the clips and all that, right, so obviously when you're at the games, you don't see it all the time, but when you look back on some of the clips, and you look at some of the defenders when he was taking the piss out of them, look at the lines on their faces, man. They didn't know what day it was. You know what I mean? After the modern day football now, Jesus Christ, these guys wouldn't live back when we played. When we played ourselves, and when the old Rangers teams played, they just wouldn't live with them. You know, I know we move on in time and all that, and it's supposed to be better. I don't think today's modern day football is any better than our football when we played it, and when Rangers, what I call in the form, played it. It's just a different pace. They're just faster. That's all. You know what I mean? But nah. You look at some of the clips, honestly, well, you'll have seen them, same as myself, but look at some of the guys' faces when he used to do him 2 or 3, 4 times if he was in the mood. All right, you're getting it today, right? I'll do you once, I'll do it a couple of times more. He was absolutely fantastic, and he really was. Fox is right. I mean, he's the last great winger at Rangers had. There's no doubt about it. He was just, like I said, I'm emotional just talking about him, man. I've not got the words now because I'm getting choked. But what a player!
Do you think it would be possible that David Cooper could, shall we say, exist at the same level in the modern game?
Oh, definitely.
Yes,
definitely.
Yes.
And what about the treatment would be different, because in David Cooper's day, there's very few players took one for the team, let's say, and there's a lot of that goes on in this game, in the modern game.
If you looked at it in the modern game now, he would probably be better because you can't touch him now. So, what kind of damage could he do if you look at it from that angle? Because you can't touch him, so he would have been away, and I think he'd have murdered him in the modern day era. Really do. I really do.
No, I mean, seriously, I've watched some really fantastic players who you've been fortunate enough to play with in the same team, and these guys, the old phrase comes in, they can't get the ball off them, and Cooper was just fabulous. And when he ran past you, as you say, you don't know if he said anything to the players, you don't know whether he needs to say anything to the players, but some of these players, once the third time he goes past them, and I don't mean it at one time, then these players they can't balance properly. They just lose everything, lose all control, and they fall. They actually fall. I mean, you watch David Cooper, and you'll see he goes past these players, and they fall on their bum or they fall on their face. They just can't keep their balance at all when they come to him. They're so keen to bring him down or to get the ball or whatever it is, And I don't mean bring him down dirty. I just mean to get the tackle in. They're so keen to get in there, and they can't get it. And he waltzes away from them with the ball at his feet, or maybe a yard away from him, and they're left.
That ball he gave for Durant, for him to score against them.
That was world class. That was world class.
What that came for? That came for the goalkeeper's kick out. Yeah, we pulled that down and just slid it to Durant. Wonderful bit of skill. Fox. David Cooper, 552 games, 80 subs, 79 goals, 7 penalties. 27 yellow cards. I think a few of them might have been for mouthing the referee. And 2 red cards. Once against his favourite team. Fantastic career, longevity, and after they left us in '89, he went and played for Motherwell and had success there. He crossed a few errors in the Rangers' history. Obviously, Big Jock's first time around, and then John Gregg's manager when we won a few cups and won a successful. Big Jock come back, and then Souness brought him back, and Cooper. I think Cooper might have been my best player in Souness's first season. From memory, I think he might have been.
Possibly. I think in his first season, did he not win the treble? Did he not join the club along with Gordon
Aye.
Smith and Bobby Russell at that time?
He came in 77, mate. And that was the first year, and we won the treble, mate. Yep.
Aye. That just shows you the inspiration he was on that side. I was glad when he won the cup, mate, with Motherwell as well. He proved the point that age means a lot, but class is permanent, and he showed in that Motherwell side that he could still do it. As I said, it's the tactics that moved on, and people like him were getting shoved to the side of the game, but he had the class to stay and play with Motherwell, and he was successful there and all. And I've heard that said that he said that was the most satisfying medal he won, because he wasn't in a very strong side, but they still managed to win the cup, you know, so fair play to him.
You're here. Andy, in the ad, mate.
Well, do you mind at the time? I know we had a bit of a dispute. Like he wanted 350 grand a week, and Rangers wouldn't pay him. I remember me and
I think you might find that
the
was
guy
350 quid a week.
Oh, that's it. Yeah, 350 quid a week. They wouldn't give him it, would they? And then there was a bit of a wrangle, and then they decided to get in the end, obviously, they gave him it. But I remember that, and it was going on for a wee while, and I remember us down here saying at the time, like, surely we're not going to let him go for. I think he was on something like £300, wasn't he? And all he wanted is an extra £50 a week, and they were wrangling over giving him it. I couldn't believe it, man.
Football was a different game then, mate. Huh?
Yeah, but you wouldn't. I mean, for me, I would just say, right, what you want? You want 50? I'll give you another 100. On you go. But
I think, in
anyway,
fairness,
he managed to stay. You know.
I think, Andy, in fairness, we have to say that those days the Rangers board were not. They weren't going to capitulate to anybody. They were running the club. You know, so eventually they did keep him on and gave him what he wanted, or near enough what he wanted. But yeah, you're right. You're sitting there and you're wondering. You know, he's getting 300 a new, and he wants a £50 a week rise. You know, when you look at it like that, you think that's just chicken feed, isn't it? Really, you know. What's the matter with Rangers? Why are they doing this? Well, there might have been principle behind it. I don't know, but they let it go on and on for a while.
I remember it causing quite a lot of us.
That's right. Yeah, you're absolutely right. They did the same. They did the same with Jim Baxter. I think they gave Jim Baxter. They upgraded his house twice or something like that, and they eventually wanted more. And they said, no, you're not getting it. And he says, well, I'm just going to go for a transfer. And they did. I don't think the board actually thought he would, you know, but he did. And
I think the board were decent enough to give him a free transfer, mate. And
indeed, yes.
I think he earned a good signing on fee with Motherwell. It was also, he wasn't a great traveller. Motherwell suited him. So it was a perfect fit for him when he left.
Fell out of bed, didn't he?
Aye.
He came from Hamilton, fell out of bed.
I don't think it was there was any fault. I think him and Souness all partied amicably. I think we brought in Mark Walters, who was obviously younger and gave us a wee bit of speed on the wing, and Davies' career was at the back end. So I think the partner of ways was amicable, Fox.
Aye, without a doubt, mate. I think it suited both parties.
Marvellous talent to get in. Walters was a great talent as well. Great talent.
I think Oxford, when Souness came in, correct me if I'm right enough in saying this, but I mean, David Cooper was one of only 6 or 7 players that Souness kept on. And if you think about how long he'd already been at the club, you know, to get yourself up and go again with a whole new entire squad and get us challenging for leagues and that again, you know, he'd done his wee bit before then. That was probably the best move for him at the time, wasn't it? Just to say goodbye rather than keeping him a player like that on the bench every week. You know, because like I say, he was one of only 6 or 7 players that Souness kept on his first season, wasn't he? The rest of them went.
It was quite a bit of clearance. I mean, the 85-86 season, Davies played 28 games. 86-87 season, he played 42.
Aye.
Would you say Neil McCann was a decent winger for Rangers, Scottish winger, guys?
Aye, but I don't think he was a dribble or coop. You know, he was all being outside and using his left foot and a good cross through the ball.
you could probably say it was the last kind of winger we had, Neil McCann. He was a winger, no, but it wasn't that kind of dazzling winger that David Cooper was. Obviously, they were near the same kind of talent, but Neil McCann was a right out and out winger, wasn't he? I like Neil McCann.
I think
Well,
Neil
like-
McCann would be a wee bit faster than Davy, yeah.
Aye.
Aye.
But a good player for us, and he'll never be forgotten either. 2 goals to win the league at Celtic
Brilliant.
Park. Huh?
Brilliant.
I would, and
Had they
in
won
my
the-
opinion, the closest we saw to the skills and the pace of David Cooper on the wing was the Tin Man, Ted McMinn. I thought he was, shall we say, a super,
It is a guy.
super player. I thought he was a super player for Rangers.
They were there at the same time, weren't they?
I was going to say that. He was on the right side and Cooper was on the left in a lot of Rangers sides, mate.
Yeah, I'm just meaning that he was, he was a really, really entertaining player. The fans loved him, and Cooper, he could do it. He couldn't do the magic stuff that Cooper could right enough, But he's kind of closest to it from a skills perspective, I would say.
Yeah.
Not trying to
I
take
don't
anything
think-
away from Neil McCann. I thought Neil McCann was a super player for us as well.
I don't think Ted McMinn knew what he was doing half the time. We went down to his testimonial. That was a brilliant. That was a brilliant day doing it his testimonial. We created the biggest crowd that Derby had ever had that day.
Is
That was the biggest crowd that. Aye, definitely. That was the biggest crowd that
Still
Derby had ever
record.
had when we went down there.
Still a record at the stadium, aye.
Well, that was a great day. That.
One
Brilliant.
day affair, I'll maybe tell you a story about that day, Andy. One day affair.
Well, I'll tell you a few as well off there as well. Some funny ones,
Davy Cooper and Ted McMinn only played 30 times together.
There you go.
I'd have thought it'd been
Would
more
have
than
thought it'd
that.
been more than that. It shows you done it like how your memory.
I'll check.
Think you know.
I'll check his substitute in the starting lineup. Substitute. Ted McMinn. I'm looking for him. Carry on, Andy.
Aye, it wasn't you running up and down the line with the big flag, was it?
No,
That
66. No.
My two son-in-laws got on the game like I was absolutely steamed like then. When you're looking down and go, yeah, who's them? And I realised it was my two son-in-laws. Oh, what a day that was! I tell you, unbelievable. But he was a good player, wasn't it, man? I liked him. He scored the goal direct to a corner at Dumbarton, I think, didn't he?
I was there, aye. I was there.
Aye. Yeah, he was a good player, him. Yeah. Good day that was.
You'll not believe it, Bridgeman.
Oh, no.
That's away again.
It's not that time already, is it?
It is, mate.
That's what, it's strangely enough, a 1 hour show, you think it just disappears, doesn't it? It's when you start talking about fabulous players, the talent that we went to see and enjoyed watching them. He gave everybody that ever seen him such a lift when he started playing football and the way he liked it. Man, marvellous. And a great night, great night, great discussions, Oxford. Well done to you and Foxy and the old school Boo. Can I just say to all the Rangers fans all over the world, in particular Rangers fans on here, on Rangers Radio, R.I.P. Davy Cooper. R.I.P. Keep it going for the Rangers. Keep it going.
Davy Cooper played for the team he loved. Thanks for everybody for listening. Thanks for Andy for joining us, Stardog, Fox, All School Blood and the Technicals, and of course, our legend Bridgeman. This has been Rangers Radio. We'll be back tomorrow night, 9 o'clock, talking about all things Rangers. Everybody out there, please, common sense and stay safe. Take it away, Foxy boy.
See them march on, marching on through the years of history. Let's held on high, for the jersey they will do or die. Fight for time, play the game with a badge of glory. Winners of gold, that's